Hello, I'm Wendy Pursey, Head of Membership and Career Services from the British Airline Pilots Association. I want to give you 6 lessons about becoming a professional pilot, and they are all contained in this booklet that's been written by pilots for trainee pilots, The Inside Track. So I've got to encourage you to get hold of this and have a look at it. Anyway, here are the 6 lessons. The first lesson is to be honest with yourself about the sort of person you are. Look to see whether you've got the skills to be a professional pilot. And I don't mean here just being able to work Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's about all the skills, resilience, people skills, and the ability to deal with pressure. You will need to change your mind quickly when circumstances change, and it's not unheard of for people to have a fallback career. So don't go into piloting thinking it's the only thing you can do. Have a second fallback. Look to see if you should be at university and perhaps developing an engineering degree. Don't put all your eggs in the flying basket. The second key message: make sure you get a medical. You won't be able to fly if you have not got a Class 1 certificate, which means a trip to the CAA at Gatwick. That would cost you somewhere just over £400. But just before you spend potentially £100,000 to become a pilot, make sure you are fit enough to become that pilot. My third message is to be commercial about the whole enterprise. It's going to cost somewhere between £60,000 and £80,000 to get your basic licence. And then, having got that, more and more airlines are charging up to £35,000 to become a type-rated pilot, meaning you're flying specific aircraft type. That's a lot of money. Increasingly, people are finding that they start to earn decent salaries much later on in their careers. So look at this as a lifetime investment. Do a spreadsheet, look at what it's going to mean in terms of input and return over, say, a 30, 40-year career. Be commercial about this. My fourth message is to take time to research the training organisations. There are a lot of them, and some of them are very keen to take their money off you without actually thinking whether you can deliver the commercial pilot at the end. So shop around, go to the training schools, talk to students, look at other parts of the BALPA website where people talk about what it's like to go to these training schools, and don't put all your money up front. Make sure that if you're going to pay your money, then pay it in instalments, not all up front. We have seen some people pay up front and then see their training schools go bankrupt, so be very careful who you select because there's going to be a huge influence on your career. My fifth message is to be realistic about what you are letting yourself in for. We have asked our members, and 95% said they would be proud to be a pilot. In contrast, only 58% said they would recommend it as a career. And that's not without good reasons. More and more of the decent salaries can come very late in your career. More and more people are finding their lifestyle is very erratic. Home life is always stressed as a pilot, as you are away a lot, sometimes with very early starts or very late finishes. So it is not the lap of luxury as some would make out. It's a hard, demanding life that you would lead as a commercial pilot. So keep your feet on the ground. My final message is to be prepared for a volatile industry. Airbus are saying by the end of this decade there's going to be a requirement of over 500,000 new pilots worldwide. And it will be worldwide. It could be in China, it could be in the Middle East, so you may have to travel. These jobs are not all going to be homegrown. You can find one day you fail your medical and lose your licence and you haven't got your career to fall back on. You can find that the company you're working for goes bankrupt and you are without a job. So it is a volatile industry. But if you learn these lessons from the Inside Track booklet, there's no reason as to why you cannot benefit from what is actually a terrific career. So go and do your research, get your medical, ask yourself the question about whether you've got what it takes. Be prepared for a volatile industry. Be prepared to research the training companies that might offer you that training. If you do that all right, you might not go far wrong. Good luck.